So at first I thought I might be a bit too late with this video, but then I keep seeing memes like this all over my Facebook, so I thought maybe there's still time. Hey guys, how's it going? So I have made quite a lot of revision, exam, stress, those kind of videos on this channel, but I thought I wanted to make a really specific one about how to study for long periods without getting bored. And I feel like this is especially relevant right now when so many people are going through their exams or, coming to the ends where, you've had maybe a few, but you've got like a few more left. So I feel your pain, and I'm going to get through this video as quickly as I can because I'm sure you don't want to sit and listen to a 15-minute video when you need to be revising. So number one, and I think this is something that helped me out a lot, is to listen to the right kind of music. I think where some people can go wrong with music, or in my view anyway, is either listening to music that is way too calming, that in a way it kind of puts you to sleep, or they listen to like really uplifting music with lyrics in, which is also not great because it takes away your concentration. Number two, and again this is something I've talked about and this is something I'm a big believer in, is work on the on and off method. And what I mean by this is get your phone, set a timer for 30 minutes, and this is your on time where you do 30 minutes of really focused studying, and then set another timer for 10 minutes, which is your off time. And this is when you have a break, but it isn't the kind of break where you check your phone or, I don't know, like check social media. In this 10-minute break, have a productive activity planned. And the reason why I say this is because if you have 30 minutes of solid working and then turn your brain off completely by, I don't know, scrolling through your phone or something like that, it's going to be really hard to get back into studying and you won't be able to sustain your, revision periods for a long period. So some of the things that you could consider doing, for example, are exercise, solving a Rubik's Cube, or my personal favorite, and I've got my little book here, is I have got, a doodle book. So for half an hour I will be, doing work, and then for 10 minutes I will just put on some of my favorite songs and just doodle. And it's a really good way because it allows me to switch off for a little bit from the work that I'm doing, but that my brain doesn't just vegetate for a break. Number three is create a tidy and distraction-free area. Now, not everybody's like this, but this is something I do when I start to get bored. If I'm studying and my desk is a bit messy, I'll just be sat there like, do you know what I need to do right now? I need to organize my pencils and I need to tidy my desk completely. And if you're not that kind of person, maybe ignore this point. But if you're someone like me who finds really good ways to procrastinate by tidying everything, if you just start with a tidy space to begin with, then you're not going to be tempted to do that. Number four, and I guess I should have said this before the last point I said, but number four is, in addition to having your, 30 minutes on, 10 minutes off doing whatever activity, make sure to plan in to 1 or 2 really big breaks. And this is the kind of break where you can take, for example, a 40-minute lunch break, or maybe later on like a 20-minute snack break, or I don't know, something like that to really, really relax before getting back into the on and off schedule. Number 5, and I absolutely swear by this, and it is always have some kind of a beverage on hand. It sounds silly, and you know what, I don't necessarily mean you have to have like a Red Bull or a coffee or anything. Even if you've got a bottle of water, every time you feel like you're getting a little bit bored, just take a quick sip. Just the action of doing that in a way breaks the monotony because you're keeping busy doing something else. And I mean, if you're really keen, you can do it with little snacks as well, but I just presume that maybe cups of tea will be easier than sitting and going through like a box of Ferrero Rochers or something. Number 6, and I know this is kind of ironic based on what I literally just said, but you can use like sweets or little snacks or something as incentives. So you can say, if I study for my first hour, then I can have like 2 little squares of a chocolate bar. And I think doing this method is a really good way for you to not only look forward to getting through that, but also helps you build discipline. Number 7 is try and turn your studying into some kind of a challenge. Because let's be honest, we all love challenges. It's why we like sports, it's It's why we like video games. It's why we enjoy having, little competitions with our friends. So if you look at your revision in terms of kind of like a game that you want to beat. So let's say you've got 6 out of 10 in your first little test. And you're like, you know what, next time I want to get 7 out of 10. And the time after that, I'm going to get 8 out of 10. And this is a mindset that is kind of difficult to build up to. But even if you can try to do it for a little bit, I'm sure you'll be able to see the effects of it quite quickly. I mean, who doesn't like a little bit of friendly competition with themselves, right? Right? Number 8, and this is again piggybacking onto from the last point, and that is, don't keep thinking to yourself, this is boring, this is boring, this is boring. We have got the power to control our own thoughts, and if the thought goes into your head that this is boring, stop it, change that thought immediately. Think, no, it's not boring. It might not be what I want to do right now. Maybe there are other things I want to do, but it's not boring and I'm going to get through it. Oh, and also I didn't mention that I have made a video talking about motivation as well. So maybe that's something worth looking into. Only if you have a few minutes spare though. Don't be procrastinating on my channel. Number 9, I think we're on number 9. I've kind of lost track. Number 9 is change up your revision method every hour or so. I think one of the biggest reasons why people get bored is because literally put anybody at a desk and say, read notes for 8 hours of the day. And unless you're a very, unique person who genuinely enjoys that, anyone would get bored. So switch it up. Write a timetable if you want to, or just think, okay, well, I've written my notes now, maybe I'll test myself, etc. Number 10, and again, one of my personal things to do is when you get bored in those, again, if you do the on and off method that I said at the beginning, if you have 10 minutes and you don't feel like doodling or doing a Rubik's Cube, literally dance around your room for 10 minutes. It's an instant mood booster and always makes me want to go back to my work in a much better mood. Number 11 is remind yourself of your goal, or better yet, write it in front of you. So I'm not going to show you now because I've got my camera set up, but behind this camera right now is my bulletin board, and I have literally got things that are on there. For example, I've written what my purpose is or what my goals are for the next year. And on days that I'm not feeling quite so motivated, just having a look and seeing, well, this is what I'm working towards, this is what I want to do. That kind of makes the hard times a little bit easier to just get through, So if you want to go to uni or if you want to go to college, but you're not necessarily enjoying the topic you're studying, just think, well, it's just a bridge that I have to cross. And last but not least is if you're feeling unbelievably bored and unbelievably demotivated, just remember that it's not going to last that much longer. All you have to do is just push and push for a little bit longer, and then that's it. You'll be able to do all of the relaxing and all of the fun things you want to do later. And in fact, I guess this is a little bonus one for you there, is write a list of all of the things that you want to do after the exams are over. And there you have it, my friends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will have links and stuff all on this video somewhere. And I really hope I didn't ramble on for too long. Anyway, my lovelies, best of luck with all of your exams. Try not to stress too much, although I know that's easier said than done. And until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you later. Mwah.